What if that empty glass or plastic bottle sitting in your recycling bin could become the star of your garden? Imagine it reborn as a glowing patio lantern, a thriving mini herb garden, or a rustic bird feeder that fills your mornings with birdsong. Get ready to uncover 25 brilliant and budget-friendly ways to turn everyday bottles into stunning garden treasures. These clever transformations are not only eco-friendly, they'll add charm, color, and magic to your outdoor space for just pennies. These ideas are simple, soothing, and incredibly rewarding, perfect for keeping your hands busy and your heart full. Whether you're a seasoned green thumb or just rediscovering the joy of gardening, this is for you. And the best part, every one of these ideas is senior-friendly. No heavy lifting, no fancy tools, just smart creativity and a touch of inspiration. Welcome to Timeless Gardening, where we believe every season of life deserves to bloom. If you love clever garden hacks, upcycled beauty, and peaceful backyard projects, make sure to tap that like button and subscribe, because your garden journey is just beginning. Grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's turn those empty bottles into something unforgettable. Now that you're settled in, let's begin with one of the most satisfying transformations, turning everyday bottles into beautiful garden planters. These ideas are not just charming, they're practical, especially if you have limited space, a small patio, or simply love bringing greenery closer to you. And don't worry, I'll walk you through everything step by step. Let's start with one that's perfect for morning herbs and afternoon teas. Idea number 1. Hanging bottle herb garden. Picture this, a row of gently swaying bottles, hanging from a wooden frame or your porch railing, each one bursting with fresh basil, mint, thyme, or rosemary. That's the magic of the hanging bottle herb garden. Start with a few plastic soda bottles, cut out a window on the side, poke a few drainage holes at the bottom, and fill with potting soil. Gently plant your herbs, water lightly, and then thread string or twine through both ends of the bottle like a hammock. Hang them at eye level so there's no bending, no digging. Just reach out, snip what you need, and let the aroma fill the air. This project is ideal for balconies, patios, or even under a sunny eve. And if you enjoy gifting plants, these make wonderful presents that your friends will treasure. Idea number 2. Vertical wall planters. If your fence is looking a little bare, or if you've run out of space in your garden beds, this next one will add a vertical burst of green. Take several uniform plastic bottles, think soda or water bottles, cut a wide opening on one side, add drainage holes, and paint or decorate them however your heart desires. Mount them horizontally onto a wooden pallet, trellis, or even directly onto a sunny wall or fence using screws or zip ties. Plant flowers, succulents, or even strawberries. The result? A living wall that's full of color and charm. For those with limited mobility, vertical planters make gardening easier. No bending, and everything is within arm's reach. Idea number 3. Cut bottle succulent pods. Succulents are the gentle gems of the garden. Easy to care for, forgiving if you forget to water, and endlessly beautiful. With a few clear plastic bottles, you can create elegant little succulent pods that sit on a windowsill, tabletop, or patio ledge. Cut the bottles in half, fill the bottom with gravel, then a layer of cactus soil, and nestle in your succulents. You can even line them up in a decorative tray or place them in colorful baskets. They bring life indoors and can be a calming project to do in the quiet moments of your day. For those who enjoy crafting while listening to music or chatting with grandchildren, this one is a perfect companion project. Idea number 4. Upside-down tomato bottles. Now here's one that feels a little like magic. Growing tomatoes upside down. It's easier than it sounds, and the results are both delicious and fun to watch. You'll need a sturdy 2-liter bottle, some rich soil, and a young tomato plant. Cut the bottom of the bottle off. This will actually be the top. Then carefully thread the tomato plant through the bottle opening, so it hangs out upside down. Fill the rest of the bottle with soil, and hang it from a strong hook or beam using rope or wire. The plant will grow downward, and gravity helps prevent rot and pests. It also looks like a living chandelier. This method is perfect for small spaces, and for those who want fresh veggies without a full garden plot. Idea number 5. Wine bottle self-watering pots. Let's raise a toast to plants that water themselves. If you have empty wine or olive oil bottles, don't toss them. Turn them into self-watering tools for your beloved pots. Clean the bottle thoroughly, fill it with water, then quickly flip it upside down and insert the neck into the soil next to your plant. The water will slowly release as the soil dries, giving your plant just what it needs: No guesswork, no worry. This is especially helpful if you're planning a trip or just want to make daily watering easier on your hands and schedule. And the best part? The glass bottles catch the sunlight and add a touch of elegance to your garden setup. Idea number 6, mosaic glass bottle planter border. And for those who love a splash of artistry in their garden, this next idea brings color and texture to the edges of your flower beds. Save those colored glass bottles. Think green, blue, amber. Bury them upside down along the edge of a walkway, bed, or patio to create a glittering glassy border. The sun will catch the colors during the day, and if you place a few solar lights nearby, they'll glow softly in the evening. It's a simple project with dramatic effect. No special tools, just a little patience and an artistic eye. And for anyone who enjoys quiet time outdoors, arranging the bottles and watching the design come together is both peaceful and deeply satisfying. Now let's shift from the soil to the sky. When the sun dips low and the crickets begin their evening songs, there's something magical about a softly lit garden. With just a few upcycled bottles, you can add a golden glow to your backyard that feels like a page from a fairy tale. These next ideas are not just beautiful, they bring warmth, comfort, and a touch of romance to your evenings. Let's begin our journey into the light. Idea number 7, solar-powered bottle lanterns. Imagine walking outside just after dusk. The breeze is light, the sky is blushing purple, and lining your garden path are glowing lanterns, made entirely from old bottles. Solar-powered bottle lanterns are not only energy efficient, they're enchanting. Start with clean glass bottles. Wine, soda, or even vintage milk bottles work beautifully. Drop in a solar-powered tea light or fairy string light through the top. You can find these little solar caps online or at garden stores. Many fit snugly into bottle mouths. Place your glowing bottles along a path, on your porch steps, or around a seating area. As the evening fades, these little lights automatically awaken, casting a gentle shimmer that makes your garden feel alive, peaceful, and almost poetic. And here's a little bonus. If you paint the bottles with translucent glass paint, you can create colorful glows: ruby red, soft amber, cool blue, a garden full of stained glass lanterns, flickering like old memories. Idea number 8, glow-in-the-dark bottle path markers. If safety meets whimsy is what you're after, this next idea will light the way, literally. Glow-in-the-dark bottle markers are perfect for lining garden beds or walkways, especially when navigating in low light. Take any plastic or glass bottle and coat the inside with glow-in-the-dark paint. Shake it gently to coat evenly. Some people even mix glow powder into clear glue and swirl it inside. Bury the bottles neck down along your path, or place them upright like mini lanterns with wide mouths up. During the day, they charge in the sun. At night, they softly glow, showing you the way home, or just making your midnight garden stroll a little more magical. It's like having fireflies trapped in glass, but without any harm to nature. Idea number 9, wine bottle torch lights. Sometimes you need a little more drama, a bit of that old-world elegance that says this garden is cared for with love. Wine bottle torches bring a rustic charm, and they're surprisingly easy to make. Take an empty wine bottle, add a small amount of lamp oil, and insert a tiki-style wick. There are metal wick holders designed just for bottles, or you can make one with simple copper fittings from the hardware store. Secure the bottle in a holder, mount it on a fence or nestled into a bottle stand, and light the wick in the evening. The flame flickers gently, casting shadows on your flowers, illuminating stone paths, and warming your favorite seat on the porch. Always use caution and never leave flames unattended, of course. But when used responsibly, wine bottle torches create a beautiful timeless glow that turns your backyard into a quiet sanctuary. Perfect for dinners under the stars, or just moments of solitude with a good book. Idea number 10, bottle fairy light trees. Now what if I told you your garden could have its very own starry tree? One that lights up even when the night is cloudy. Bottle fairy light trees are one of the most heartwarming creations you can add to your space. Start with a few sturdy branches placed in a large pot or barrel, like a miniature tree. Then take your clean plastic bottles, cut the bottoms into flower shapes, and wrap or glue fairy lights inside each one. Hang or attach these glowing bottle flowers throughout the tree. When you plug it in at dusk, your garden blooms with light. Some people paint the bottles in soft pastel colors. Others leave them clear for a star-like effect. Either way, the result is gentle, magical, and full of life. And here's the best part. It's a beautiful project to do with grandchildren. Let them help you cut, hang, and light up your bottle tree. You'll not only create something beautiful, you'll create a memory that lasts. Isn't it amazing how a simple bottle once tossed aside without a second thought can be reborn as a lantern, a pathlight, a dancing flame, or a tree full of stars? In gardening, as in life, we discover that beauty often comes from the things we once overlooked. And just like these bottles, every stage of life has its light to give. Idea number 11. Cascading bottle fountain. Imagine sitting outside with a book and hearing the soft trickle of water nearby, like a tiny stream running through your own private Eden. The cascading bottle fountain brings that serenity right to your patio. Start with 3 or 4 sturdy plastic bottles. Cut openings so that water can flow from one to the next, like little waterfalls. Position them at descending heights. You can use a wooden frame, flower pots, or even stack bricks to create a sloped stand. A small solar-powered water pump in the base bowl circulates the water upward, letting gravity do the rest. The result? A soothing fountain with the comforting rhythm of nature. It's a perfect project for a quiet afternoon. No tools required, just a calm spirit and a vision of peace. Idea number 12. Mini wine bottle bird bath. Every garden deserves visitors, not just friends and neighbors, but the wild ones too. A mini bird bath made from a wine bottle and an old plate or saucer is a simple way to welcome songbirds into your world. Here's how. Drive a stake or sturdy rod into the ground, slide an upside-down wine bottle over it, and attach a shallow bowl or plate to the top. Seal it with strong glue or a metal fitting, and fill it with clean water. Place it near a bush or tree so the birds feel safe. Within days you'll spot robins, finches, maybe even a curious hummingbird pausing for a sip or a splash. It's more than decoration. It's an invitation to life. Idea number 13. Plastic bottle bird feeder. If you've ever stood quietly while a bird landed just a few feet away, you know the joy that comes with sharing your garden. With one plastic bottle and a couple of wooden spoons, you can craft a classic hanging bird feeder. Start by poking 2 holes on opposite sides of the bottle, sliding a spoon through each. The seed trickles out onto the spoon base, giving birds a little landing spot as they eat. Fill the bottle with mixed seed, cap it, and hang it from a branch or shepherd's hook with string or wire. Watching the birds flutter in and out becomes part of your day, a natural rhythm that brings calm and joy. And for those who spend more time at home, it's a window into the wild, just outside your door. Idea number 14. Glass bottle nectar feeder for hummingbirds. There's a kind of miracle in a hummingbird, the way they hover, dart, and shine like living jewels. And yes, even an old glass bottle can bring them close. To make a nectar feeder, use a small glass bottle with a narrow neck. Fill it with a homemade nectar solution, 1 part sugar to 4 parts water, and attach a special rubber feeding tip or DIY sponge insert at the mouth. Hang the bottle upside down with twine or a metal hook, near bright red flowers or under a shaded eave. Within days you may spot a flash of green or ruby as a hummingbird hovers near, sipping sweet nectar from the bottle. It's a quiet joy, a tiny wonder, and a moment of beauty you'll never forget. Idea number 15. Bottle cap garden labels. Bottle caps are small, sturdy, and weather-resistant, which makes them the perfect material for garden labels. Gather caps from plastic or glass bottles, and grab some wooden skewers or chopsticks. Write the names of your plants on the inside of the caps using waterproof markers, like thyme, carrots, or zinnias. Then hot glue each cap onto the end of a stick and press it gently into the soil beside your plant. Not only does this help you remember what you planted, but it brings a delightful charm to your garden beds. You can even color code your caps, green for herbs, red for flowers, blue for vegetables. It's a tiny touch of order that goes a long way. Idea number 16. Hanging bottle storage bins. Have small tools always getting lost, twine unraveling, gloves with no home. This trick transforms your plastic bottles into the perfect solution. Cut large plastic bottles in half, lengthwise, and smooth the edges with sandpaper or tape. Add a hole at the top for hanging, either from your potting bench, a fence hook, or a pegboard. You now have the perfect pocket to hold shears, gloves, seeds, string, or even clothespins. To make it even more charming, decorate the outside with garden-themed stickers, labels, or paint. Everything in its place, and all made from what would have been waste. Idea number 17. Slow drip watering system. If you have plants that need steady moisture, especially during the dry season, this next idea is not just clever, it's life-saving for your garden. Take a clean 2-liter plastic bottle and poke a few tiny holes near the bottom. Fill the bottle with water and cap it. Then bury it next to your plant with just the top peeking out. The water will slowly seep out over the next few days, keeping the roots moist without overwatering. This is perfect for tomato plants, cucumbers, or anything that's thirsty in the heat. Plus, it's an excellent solution if you're planning a short trip. No more coming home to droopy plants. Idea number 18, bottle mini greenhouses. When you're starting seeds, especially in cooler climates, tiny greenhouses help protect tender sprouts from wind, pests, and sudden chills. Cut the bottom off a clear plastic bottle and remove the cap. Then gently place the bottle over your seedling, pushing it into the soil an inch or two. The plastic traps heat and moisture, creating the perfect microclimate for young plants to thrive. These bottle greenhouses are great for lettuce, basil, peppers, and more. You can even remove the caps during warm days to let a little fresh air in. They're small, simple, and incredibly effective. Nature's blanket made from yesterday's soda bottle. Idea number 19, garden twine dispenser. You've got a roll of garden twine, and every time you need it, the roll is tangled, buried, or damp. Sound familiar? This next idea fixes all that. Take a plastic bottle and cut a small slit in the cap. Place your ball of twine or jute inside the bottle, and feed the end through the hole. Close the cap and hang the bottle on your shed wall, or carry it with you as you garden. Now, every time you need twine to secure a plant or bundle herbs, just tug gently, and out it comes, neatly and without knots. It's a small detail that makes gardening smoother, cleaner, and just a little more enjoyable. Idea number 20, bottle-powered root water. For deep-rooted plants like trees, roses, or shrubs, surface watering often isn't enough. You need moisture to get all the way down to the base. This next bottle trick is a gardener's secret weapon. Take a bottle and poke several holes in the sides, then bury it upright near the root system of your larger plant, leaving the neck just above the ground. When you water, simply pour into the bottle. The holes allow water to slowly seep deep underground, exactly where those strong roots need it most. This not only saves water, but strengthens your plant's foundation. Strong roots, stronger garden. And all from a simple recycled bottle. Idea number 21, whimsical bottle wind chimes. Let's begin with a little sound, a melody that drifts on the breeze and reminds you of peaceful afternoons. To create your own bottle wind chime, use the neck of a glass bottle and gently sand the edges after cutting. If cutting glass feels intimidating, you can use the entire bottle and let the sound come from what hangs inside. Use strong fishing wire or thin chain to suspend old keys, small metal washers, vintage spoons, or colorful beads inside and below the bottle. Hang them from a tree branch or porch hook. Each gust of wind will create soft, charming tones, like nature singing back to you. Not too loud, just enough to make you smile. And best of all, every sound comes from something that once had no use at all. Idea number 22, painted bottle totem poles. If your backyard needs a bold burst of color, this next idea will delight you. Stack old glass or plastic bottles, all painted in bright patterns, to create a garden totem pole. Think polka dots, stripes, floral prints, or even painted butterflies. To assemble it, thread the bottles through a rebar rod or metal stake fixed in the ground. Place largest at the bottom and smallest at the top, alternating shapes and colors for contrast. This becomes a beautiful vertical sculpture, a statement piece tucked between your flowers or rising from a rock bed. A joyful tower that says, "This garden has a story, and so do I." Idea number 23, backyard ring toss game. Fun doesn't end at any age, and this next idea brings out the laughter in everyone, especially if you have grandkids visiting. Take 6 to 8 plastic bottles, fill them halfway with sand or pebbles to weigh them down, and paint each one in a different cheerful color. Then make rings out of rope, embroidery hoops, or pool noodles taped into circles. Line up the bottles in your garden and try to toss the rings over them. You can even paint point values on the bottles and turn it into a game. It's lighthearted, simple, and perfect for a sunny afternoon. Whether you're 6 or 76, joy doesn't need to be complicated. Idea number 24, bottle cap garden mosaic. Let's talk about art. Not for a museum, but for your own backyard. Collect colorful plastic or metal bottle caps, red, yellow, green, blue. Then map out a mosaic design on a garden wall, fence, or stepping stone. It could be a flower, a sun, a butterfly, or even just swirling patterns. Use strong outdoor glue to fix each cap in place. This becomes your personal artwork, made with recycled joy and a whole lot of heart. And every time you pass by it, you'll remember, creativity never fades. Not with time, not with age. In fact, it just grows richer. Idea number 25, celebration bottle vases. And finally, a project that brings elegance to any garden party, holiday, or family gathering. Clean out glass bottles and wrap them in lace, burlap, twine, or paint them white and gold. Use them as flower vases on your patio table, or line them up along a windowsill with fresh-cut blooms. You can even place fairy lights inside for evening ambiance. Every gathering feels a little more special when surrounded by thoughtful, handmade details. And these bottle vases, they prove that something as simple as a soda bottle can still carry beauty, grace, and celebration, just like every person watching this right now. And there you have it. 25 simple, stunning, and smart backyard ideas that turn old bottles into new treasures. Whether it's for lighting your evening walks, welcoming birds, organizing your space, or adding beauty to your gatherings, every project here was made with purpose and with heart. If this video inspired you, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to Timeless Gardening, where creativity never retires. And remember, no matter your age, your garden, your hands, and your imagination still have more to give. Until next time, keep planting joy.